Welcome back, SBS family, to our special edition episode from Sessions in Middletown, Delaware, here with Philly. And now we get ready to reach our segment where we do He Said and He Said, the single man's edition of this show. So let's get into it by allowing these brothers to first introduce themselves. So we'll start over here to my right.
Let me first say I appreciate this. I like y'all's show. I like what you guys are doing. Good job, I'll say. I'm Bruce, Big Bruce from the BDM Cigar Talk Show. Here, going to, for the first time, on the Sticks, Brims, and Stilettos show from Philly, 54, single, and ready to give us some insight to being single in Philly as a cigar smoker.
You can introduce yourself?
What's going on? It's your boy Dwight from the BDM show, also known as Pretty Flacco. Let you guys know I'm 49, soon to be 50 in like 2 weeks. No, next week, my bad, 21st. And I'm single, so let's get to these questions, see what's going on.
Okay, welcome. Let's get it popping. Okay, so this is the first question. And it is if you were in a relationship. Your significant other has been letting themselves go and gaining weight. This is affecting your sex drive. How would you address the matter? I'm going to start with you.
Whoa. Well, listen. When in a relationship, you have to, I think communication is key. So I'm a Virgo, and if you know anything about Virgos, we are very straightforward people. So if there's a problem, I'm going to address it, and I'm going to have to be straight up like, listen, this is what is affecting me. I want this to work out. If it doesn't, you can't never say that you never heard it from me. So I've definitely addressed it and tell her this is what the situation is. So communication is key.
Very good. We're going to have to pass the mic over. Here you go.
So I'll say I liked your answer. Very good. But I'm straightforward too, and I'm gonna tell her, and I'm gonna suggest we go to the gym together. You know, we can work this out. It also depends on like how long I've been in the relationship. You know, how quick this is happening. It's a matter of how invested I am in the relationship. But for the most part, if I'm in a relationship with you, I'm invested. So I want it to work out. I want you, and I know health. Let's go to the health side, right? I go to the health side. I want you to live as long as I live, forever. So health-wise, it's not doing you any favors by gaining weight and being unhealthy. So I'm going to start cooking for you. I'm going to start watching what you eat and all that. And I'm not going to be too overbearing, but I'm going to make it fun for us to be healthy. We got to change our lives.
I like that answer, especially like the cooking for, and basically you're going to model the behavior that you want to see, right? That you want to see a woman get back to. That's great.
So, Chief, I'm going to let you ask this last question. Are you blind? You a little blind? He's blind, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and read this question. Okay. A woman musters up the courage to ask her crush on a date. He accepts. When the check comes, he gives it to her. She's offended. Who is wrong? Explain.
Let's see. That's a good question. Well, like I said, I'm a little old school. So, yeah, you asked me out, but I think I should pay the bill. I'm just like I'm old school. If I'm the man and I'm supposed to be the man, yeah, she asked me out, but she should be offended. I mean, some people that's low class. Like, just be the man and just like, listen, I got it, boo. I appreciate you inviting me out, but I got it. But as a man, you got to pay that check.
Ladies, don't forget, he is single. Okay. Here you go.
Okay, I have a whole different outlook on it. Listen, if you ask me out, then you are initiating the date, and there are protocols that go with asking a person out. Now, having said that, if you ask me out and we go to the date, I'm going to try and pay. Nope, excuse me, I got that. Now, if you don't stop me, then I got a problem. I want you to, don't let me just pay. Say, no, I asked you out. And then I'm like, no, I got this. But if you don't stop me or try and stop me, I got a problem with that. Because that's it. It's a protocol to it. Don't ask me out not knowing what that means. That's it.
Bruce, I would have to agree with you, my brother. And it's not that I would not take care of the whole bill, but I think that if you are going to call me up and you're going to extend this invitation and you're going to make plans and you're going to select the location that we're going to, and then the bill comes and you sit back and put your hands on your lap. Now, as a man, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look at the check. I'm going to reach for my wallet. But like you, I'm looking for the cues. I'm looking for the cues like that you're saying, oh, hey, wait a minute, I invited you out. I got it. And if you don't do that, I'm going to pay the bill. And then we probably are going to have a conversation. The debriefing, we're going to be able to cover that in the debrief. Right? Hey, listen, we're going to have the debrief. Because listen, the flip side of that is, guess what? There are women that will invite you out for dinner. And when you reach for your wallet, there are women that will say, no, I extended this invitation to you. You got it the next time. And I can say I've lived that with my queen, who has, matter of fact, on one of our earliest dates, at a very exclusive, we went there for a happy hour. And she said, hey, I'm going to go take a look and walk around a little bit. I got to use the restroom. She came back and said, they have a reservation for 7 or 8 next Friday. Which one are you available for? I said, who got a reservation? She said, oh, no, I'm making reservations. I love this place. I'm making reservations for us to come back here. I was like, well, I guess 8. But even that night, though, I came prepared to pay the bill, right? And it wasn't no cheap place. It was a very nice establishment. So I came prepared. And when the bill came, I did reach for it. She reached for it and said, hey, I invited you. And so I respected that. But it also said to me, first of all, I'm dealing with somebody that believes in reciprocity, and everybody don't believe in that. And it makes it, for me, brothers, it makes it that much easier for me to open my wallet the next 3 to 4 or 5 times. For real. That's just me.
So I want to say, ladies, take note. Just pay that one bill, and they'll take care of you for the rest of your life. See, I'm smart. My mama ain't raised no dummy. There you go. Long game. That's how we talking. So I want to thank you both for being on. We love you being on. We would love to have you back. Do you have any final words before parting? Anything like you want to promote for your business?
Please look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and what else? TikTok. It's the BDM Show, right? Cigar Show. Please look us up, like, subscribe. Again, thank y'all for having us. We appreciate it, and we're looking forward to intertwining, smoking together, joking, and doing this again. All right.
Absolutely, and we would love to be on your show. And Bruce, tell us a little bit more about the podcast.
So we do a show that we talk about the same stuff, sort of, but we talk about cigars, we laugh, we joke, we drink, we talk about women, we talk about men, we talk about the cigar culture in Philadelphia, we talk about the cigar culture in the United States, all over. When we go visit, this man was in the service, and he told his story about smoking cigars in Doha, right? So we talk about everything, our lives. We have interviews as well, and we live stream sometimes, and we also record and edit sometimes. It's a good time. It's at the BDM Cigar Show. Check us out.
And when you check them out, just scroll on down to the Sticks, Brims, and Stilettos channel. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and share it with the rest of the BDM family, as well as the Sticks, Brims, and Stilettos family. before you brothers depart, I have to ask you, when did you fall in love with the stick, and what was the occasion? And we'll start with you, Brother Bruce.
So for me, I used to smoke cigarettes, and I quit cigarettes, and there was a medical situation in my family, and it got serious, and I was like, I wasn't done smoking. You know, I quit cigarettes, but I still enjoyed smoking, but I didn't want to go back to cigarettes. I wanted something substantial. So I went to cigars, and I did start off with machine made, you know, the little, you know, the cheap ones. And I was not satisfied with them, and I ventured around in Philadelphia and tried real cigars, hand rolled the real ones, and fell in love with them, and fell in love with the culture, fell in love with the people that I met, fell in love with the whole lifestyle. And the cigars are one thing, but I always call the cigars the vehicle. These are the vehicle that puts me in the room with other like-minded folks and have these conversations, have these experiences, and that was it for me. I was in love.
Love it.
All right, so my story is not as lucrative, but so I have my best friend, his name is Karanja Patterson, and probably about going on 18 years ago, I was like, I don't want to smoke, I don't want to do nothing, but he was kind of trying to get me out to different cigar lounges. He took me to, what's the name of the spot, Bruce, downtown, that used to be Aston's. No, it was before it was Aston's, the Mahogany Room. I went there, he took me there, and he introduced me to my first cigar. And can you guess what kind of cigar it was? It was a flavor cigar. So my first cigar was a Java Mint. That's my first cigar. That was my introduction. So I went through a couple years of going through the flavor stuff. So I went to Java Mints. My Kuba Kuba was my go-to. I went through the Blondies, all the Acids was my go-to cigars. Then I finally got my palate changed, and I started finally smoking real cigars. But now my palate has changed, and like I said, I've been smoking for about 18 years. So that's my story.
Nice, but don't knock the flavor cigar, okay? Because I love my sisters, Leather Rose, Fat Bottom Betty. Don't get it twisted. I love them. So once again, thank you both for being on the show. We look forward to being on your show, just having conversations on your podcast. So until then, yeah, thank you again. Thank you. All right.
So we're back to Sticks, Brims, and Stilettos, and we're filming on location from Cigar Sessions in Middletown, Delaware. Here with my beautiful, lovely queen, Philly Cigar John. And we have two other guests for this show. We have my guy, Walt. Walt is definitely going to make sure that you're good when you come up to Cigar Sessions to visit. Going to make sure that the drinks are on point, and more importantly, the atmosphere is right. And then we have my guy over here, E-Boogie. In this session, we're going to start it off with introducing the founder and promoter of Delaware Cigar Week. So I'm going to turn it over to you, E-Boogie, so you can tell the SBS family all about this coming week, which starts tomorrow, Delaware Cigar Week. So let's get into it.
Good evening. This is the beginning of Delaware's first annual Cigar Week, featuring Sessions, Spartans, and East Square Cigar Lounge. Tomorrow here at Sessions from 7 to 11, we're going to have the meet and greet. We're going to have DJ. We're going to have fun. We're going to have a good time. And then Thursday, we're going to be at Spartan Cigar Lounge off of 40 and Elkton, Maryland. The same thing. We're going to have fun. And then Friday is East Square. And then Saturday, we're going to be at the park, Lums Pine Park. The big smoke out in the park. That's what it's called, the smoke out in the park. We're going to have a food truck. We're going to have vendors. We're going to have a guy hand-rolling cigars, all kind of cigar paraphernalia. So if you're a cigar fiend, come on through. If you're a cigar smoker, come on through.
Well, thank you, Brother E-Boogie. And before we get deep into this next session, because we are still on the he said, she said version where he said and he said from the male perspective. So, Philly, you want to go ahead and get our next guest?
Yes, and thank you for passing the mic. But one thing I want to say real quick, E-Boogie, this is, as you know, we pre-record the show, so make sure you start hitting up the spots on Thursday when this show drop at 7 p.m. So I just wanted to make sure we clear that up. So, men, are y'all ready to answer some questions? Oh, you know what? Before I jump into that, let me let you introduce yourself, Mr. Walt.
Well, my name is Walt. I go by Walt. I'm a bartender here at Cigar Sessions. And for me, you're here for a good time, not a long time. So when you come into our lounge, we want to make sure that you guys are enjoying yourselves. We want to make sure that whatever problems or issues you had at the door, we leave them right there at the door. Come on in and have a good time. We come in, we fellowship, we have a great time talking to one another, enjoying one another, fellowship with one another, and we build communities. This is what we do. So I think we'll talk about that later on, or you want to talk about that now? We'll talk about it later on. Too easy. But I'm so happy to be here. Beautiful family, and let's go. Let's get it going.
Let's go. And I got to say, Walt is the best bartender here. So y'all need to come down here and get a drink from Walt. Best bartender in the house. Okay, you all ready? Here we go. You find out that your significant other has been communicating with an ex. Would this bother you? Explain. I'm going to start with you, Walt.
So I'm a little different. For me, I believe in communication. I believe in being upfront and being honest. Does it bother me? No, it doesn't bother me because I know who I am. I know who I am as a man. I know who I am as a husband, as a father. So I trust my spouse. I trust the person who I'm with. If she speaks out to another individual, whether it be someone from her past, someone who she dealt with, I trust that it's for a good reason. I believe that communication, again, is key. So as long as we are on good pages and we keep our communication level flowing, I have no reason to worry. And plus, I'm cocky. I'm sorry, I'm an Aries. So for me, if it ain't me, it ain't nobody. So I don't have an issue because I stand strong, 10 toes down. She stands strong for me, I stand strong for her. And I don't worry about another person. I worry about my household, how my feet are moving, and she's taken care of. And as long as she's taken care of, we're good. So I don't have an issue with it.
If it ain't me, it ain't nobody. I love that.
Well, I'm a little different. I'm going to investigate before I know if it's going to bother me or not. Now, I need to know the context of the conversation. Now, if they have kids, that's a whole different story. Is it about the kids? Let it be about the kids. If it's about y'all seeing each other getting back, now I'm bothered, right? But then I'm going to fix it because I'm going to lay the law down, right? Because in my house, I'm the man. If you want to be with him, you know where the door at. If it's talking about the kids and it's for the benefit of the kids and I got to help, I'm all with that. But again, I need to know the context of that conversation.
Okay.
All right. Enough said. We're going to move on to the next question. No follow-up. Okay, here we go. Your significant other wants to spice things up in the bedroom. You agree. During sex, they ask for you to choke them out. What would you do? Explain.
All I want to know is which hand you want me to use, baby. That's it. The left or the right. That's all I need to know. Whatever your fetish is, whatever you desire, whatever it is you like, trust and believe I got it in my pocket. So we'll make it happen. You want to be choked? Be X-rated? All right. So I got to make sure, I don't want no kids watching. But for me, I believe that you should explore as much as you can in the bedroom because that's just another love language. If you can't be willing to open up those doors to satisfy your significant other, then that's an issue. You got to make sure that issue is not an issue for you. because it may be something that's dealing with you. Why can't you open up those doors? Why can't you be open enough to say, I'm going to try that, I'm going to try that? Now, you got to have standards, because some stuff I'm not willing to do. However, I am willing to have that conversation. And if you want to be choked, baby, I got you. Trust and believe. Just let me know when.
Woo!
E Boogie.
Well, y'all know y'all talking to the wild child, right? Walt said one hand, I'm choking with both hands and both legs. Tell me how you want to choke. How long do I stop when you start spitting out, coughing, blood coming out your eyes? I'm the wild child. I'm in from the beginning to the end.
All right. Nothing else needs to be said about that one.
I think I should put Chief on the spot. Ugh. So what if I asked you that, Chief? How would you respond?
Hey, then we talk about that.
Hey, listen. I'm along the lines of E. Both hands, one hand, waving one hand in the air while the other hand is choking. That's right. Yeah, I'm down. So, yes, I think to your point, Walt, when your significant other talks about spicing it up, I think, you got to be down and ready for that. And like you said, it depends on what the spice and how much spice you're trying to put on it. But nonetheless, yeah, I'm in agreement with spicing up the love life.
Ooh, somebody gonna get lucky tonight. Okay. So here is the final question. You suspect your best friend's significant other is cheating, but you have no concrete proof. Do you tell your best friend? Why or why not?
That's a tough question. And that opens up a lot of doors because people have different viewpoints as it pertains to the man code or the woman code. But for me, and I can't speak for everybody, for me, I mind my business. Now, if you ask me a question, I'm going to give you the answer. However, if you don't ask me, it's none of my business. I'm going to stay in my lane. Now, if I have a best friend and that particular friend is going to be hurt in a way that it's going to be a long-lasting hurt, I may shoot them a little information, but it wouldn't be to the point of, hey, bro, I saw this or I saw that. I just will probably tell them, hey, take care of home, man. Make sure you get what you need to get done. It's wild out there, so just make sure you take care of home. Other than that, I mind my business.
E, you know your best friend's woman is messing around on him. What you gonna do?
Well, being a single guy on the set, I'ma mind my damn business. Hell no, I ain't telling nothing. I don't know nothing, and I don't see nothing. Because being single, you do stuff, and you don't want nobody telling on you. So to me, I would go to him. I would go to the person and say, hey, you know you're wrong. You got something going on at home. It's your story to tell. And don't let nobody else tell your story. So you be the first to tell your story before somebody else tell your story. But as far as me, I'm minding my damn business because I'm out there doing something probably.
Well, all right. Philly?
Just dropped my cigar. I agree. And I have been put in that situation. And for me, I'm like the both of you. I mind my business. That we all grown. That's your business, not my business. I'm in total agreement with that. So once again, thank you all. Thank you, E Boogie. And we are looking forward for all the nice events, the popping events, the hot events for the Delaware Cigar Week. Make sure you come out. So once again, thank you both for being on the show. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
SBS family, we're going to close out this evening. But before we do that, I want to introduce you to And actually, I'm going to let him introduce himself. Good brother here at Cigar Sessions. Talk about a little bit about Cigar Sessions and what he does here. So, without further ado, Mr. Izzy himself.
How's everybody doing? My name's Israel. I work here at Cigar Sessions. I work the humidor. If you ever get the chance, stop through 17 Bush Street in Middletown, Delaware. Good vibe, good people, always a good atmosphere. So if you ever get a chance, you got to come through.
Thank you, Izzy. And I have to ask you, what's that you smoking tonight, good brother?
This is the LFD number 5, cabinet number 5, one of my favorites. La Flor Dominicana. You can't beat it. Good price point, excellent cigar.
And last but not least, Izzy, I got to ask you, when did you first fall in love with the stick, and what was the occasion?
Wow. I want to say back in 2006, I used to own a bar in Philadelphia, and a buddy of mine introduced me to it, started smoking Cohibas. From there, it just took off.
There you have it, folks. Brother Israel here at Cigar Sessions in Middletown, Delaware. Come see Brother Izzy because he knows his cigars. So once you open the door to that humidor, he's going to introduce you to a world that your palate is going to fall in love with. Thank you, family, for tuning in to Sticks, Brims, and Stilettos with Brother Izzy. Welcome back, family. Listen, we have had a great time tonight, Philly. Listen, I want to tell you, we appreciate you subscribing and liking the channel. Our brand new channel, the Sticks, Brims, and Stilettos. I want to give a special thanks to Pat and Amit for allowing us to tape on location at Cigar Sessions in Middletown, Delaware, and for sponsoring tonight's show. We appreciate that. We also want to give a special thanks to all of our guests that participated this evening, especially our guests who participated in He Said, She Said. It was a fun evening. But Philly, I want you to talk about it a little bit.
Wow, what can I say? I thought all of our guests this evening were great. They were gracious. And I really thought they provided some really thought-provoking answers. And I could tell they were sincere. So, SBS family, you let us know what you think. Is this something that we should keep on the docket? You know, I think we should do it once a month. That's just my thought. But we want to hear from you all. Do you think this is something that we should keep on the docket and bring? Yeah, we'll come to your cigar lounge. So drop your comments below. Let us know where you hang out, where you smoke your stick. And guess what? We may see you soon with another edition of He Said, She Said. So until next time, take care.
All right.